Augustus for 3 years, and in that time of friendship, we have grown together through shared personal experiences, all too real fears, and seemingly distant dreams. Augustus was one of those rare people that you're lucky to meet because he was a person of positive influence and inspiration. Although he did not have the luxury of having an easy and healthy time growing up, I can tell you this: Augustus had more excitement and joy in his heart than many people I have seen. Living with cancer is something most people cannot relate to, but as a patient, I am personally grateful to Augustus for his support, friendship, and shared memories. AugustusWaters was too young to say goodbye to, but in his short time on earth, he had made large and lasting marks. Augustus was many things, but above all, he was a loving, brave, smart, and thoughtful young man. He would go through any length to help a friend in need, achieve a sense of justice, or to simply put a smile on a loved one's face. Augustus will truly be missed by his family he lived with, friends he cared for, and the strangers he took the time to know. Thank you to the family of Augustus, to Mr. and Miss Waters, to Hazel, Grace, and Isaac. You have been Augustus's support and encouragement during times of thick and thin. In closing, I would like to take a moment to read a letter I wrote one restless night, addressed to Augustus. Augustus, you were never afraid of what people thought, because you knew you had a greater purpose than to impress the people around you. And when all of us tried to hide our fears, you were never afraid to admit yours: oblivion. You wanted to be someone. You wanted to make a difference, and you wanted to be remembered. Well, you are someone. You have made a difference, and you are remembered. I hope you can hear me, and I hope you can see that. But you're right, Augustus. The world is not a wish-granting factory. Life is full of sad things, but it is also full of joy and love, of peace and hope. I have spent the past sleepless nights with your words in my head, dreading having to say goodbye to you. But I realize now that I don't have to, that none of us have to say goodbye, because you have given us memories and you have reaffirmed our faith. So we can hear you say, you're on a roller coaster that only goes up, and we can still see that unlit cigarette pressed between your lips. While your thoughts may have been stars you couldn't fathom into constellations, I can see you now when I look up at night. The stars are brighter with you. They don't just shine, they beam. And while I admit I would rather have you here, celebrating each day with us, I can honestly say that I don't feel alone. You have become your own constellation, Augustus, looking down at each of us. Augustus, my dear friend, consider this a thank you. Consider this and I miss you. But please, don't consider this goodbye.